Are you worried about your IVA payment and whether it could go up or down? Well, an annual IVA review is there to determine just that. So let's get started and find out how you can prepare for your IVA review. Every year, as part of your individual voluntary arrangement, IVA, an annual review is conducted to reassess your ability to afford your monthly IVA payments. The purpose of this review is to ensure that you are paying only what you can afford and if you have the ability to pay any more. You'll be notified by your insolvency practitioner, your IP, that your annual review is due. Usually you'll have to provide proof and documentation of your income and your expenditure over the last year, including wage slips from the last 3 months, bank statements from the last 3 months, and an updated breakdown of your monthly expenditure. Your IP will use this information to determine whether you can still afford the IVA payment that you agreed to a year ago. Depending on the information you provide, the amount of money you'll have to pay in the future may stay the same, it may increase, or it may decrease. It's understandable to be nervous when faced with your first annual review. However, there are some things you can do to prepare yourself. Get a hold of your original IVA proposal, which includes the original breakdown of your monthly household expenditure proposed a year ago. You can use this as a baseline for the current breakdown, which you're going to have to make. Make appropriate changes to reflect any increases or decreases. Also, get a hold of bank statements and pay slips for the past year, and make sure all the necessary documents are in order about a month before your annual review is conducted. Compare it against your bills, expenses and income to ensure all of the documentation is correct. If you find any discrepancy, get it sorted beforehand. Once the review is complete, you'll receive a report of the findings, which will give you details about how much debt has been paid off, how much debt is left, and what your IVA payments will look like for the next year. Depending on your financial situation, your monthly payment will either remain the same, increase, or decrease. If your income has increased significantly over the last 12 months, or your living expenses have decreased, you may be required to increase the amount of money you pay towards your IVA each month. Your payments will never become increased to the point where they become unaffordable for you. Insolvency practitioners ensure that debtors are always required to make debt repayments that are affordable to them. If the amount of money you have available to contribute towards your IVA each month has decreased over the last year, then you can ask for a payment reduction of up to 15% from your IP. Alternatively, you may have to request a variation proposal, which involves your IP sitting down with you, giving you advice and devising a plan as to what your monthly IVA payment may look like in the future. It's important to remember that annual reviews are there to help you, so always be prepared well and you'll have nothing to worry about.